Okay, it's a little late in the game. This is a review of the Dairy Queen. It's a chicken strip basket, and there's 4 pieces of chicken in here, but they left 2 out, so my mom gave me 2 of hers. So, they made a mistake by not giving me all the chicken strips until we got home. Okay, it has toast with it. Chicken strips are really good, and fries here. By the time we got it home, the fries were a little cold, but that was our fault, you know, because we're all the way out in the country, and my mother's tea is really good. Usually I don't like tea as much from restaurants, but, you know, this tea is really good, so. And the fries taste good, but my favorite is the chicken strips. They really taste good. And the honey mustard here. This is Dairy Queen honey mustard. Another thing I like from Dairy Queen is this toast. This is like Texas toast. It's thicker than ordinary toast, and so it's grilled, it has butter on it. And you can taste the butter on this bread here, and I don't, you know, I dunk it in the gravy. The gravy is really good too. Growing up as a kid, my grandmother made really good homemade country gravy. She made biscuits every morning, and biscuits and gravy every morning with fried eggs and bacon and sausage, you know. And she'd make the biscuits herself from lard. She would use real lard. She'd make the biscuits with Fisher's lard. She'd make the biscuits herself and cut them out herself and everything. Not some kind of a canned biscuits. These are real biscuits. So that's the real. And they had chickens, and they would get their own eggs from the chickens growing up. And I'd like to go out there. It's a peaceful place to be. And the chicken strips and the honey mustard's really good in the restaurants. It's hard to get a bottle of honey mustard that tastes like restaurant honey mustard. You know, the stuff they sell in the grocery store, honey mustard, just doesn't taste like it does at McDonald's or Dairy Queen. In the homemade chicken strips and fried chicken you get, usually just doesn't have the spices that restaurant fried chicken has. It just has spices in it. If I could get the spices to do it myself. This is $6. It's pretty expensive, but the food's really good. I spilled a little bit of my gravy in here. But it's a unique thing. This is not like everything you can get at a fast food place. That's why I think this meal is just kind of unique. Another thing I used to love to get at Dairy Queen, they used to have a foot-long hot coney, but you can't get the foot-long coney at Dairy Queen anymore. You have to go to Sonic to get your foot-long coney. I'm going to let that phone call go, because I'm with you all. And here's this piece of toast here, dunking it. You can really taste the butter on this bread. This inspires me to want to be able to do better at making my own toast. Get myself some Texas toast. You know, at the grocery store, you can actually get a loaf of Texas toast. A loaf of bread that's cut thick for Texas toast. Really tastes good. The only thing is I just wished I would have not forgotten my chicken strips. Sometimes they have young people that really aren't paying attention. That's why when I go through the drive-thru in any fast food place, I always look in the bag to make sure everything's there. Because if it's not there... One time I received horrible service at a Rally's. And get this, I ordered a bacon cheddar sandwich, which is like liquid cheddar and bacon. I got the sandwich, it had cheddar, but it didn't have no bacon. No bacon on the bacon and cheddar. Can you believe that? And so, I went back up there and told them they got smart with me. So, horrible service. It was a long time ago, but some of these fast food places, they really don't care. They got jokers working in there that don't have any sense, that really don't care about their job. In another restaurant, Captain D's one time. I worked at Captain D's for a year. And in Captain D's, they were behind a wall. They just had a window with a wheel that spins. Hey, listen to this. The people in the kitchen, they would not wear gloves. They would not wear master gloves or nothing. And they would, if the piece of fish cost $1, that's what the boss said. You drop a piece of fish on the floor, pick it back up, and put it right back on your plate. The same with a piece of bread, a roll. Sometimes the food fell on the floor, they pick it up with their bare hands and put it back on your plate for you. Because it's behind a wall, there's no way you can see the food being cooked. And this Captain D's and some of these places that have a wall up between the cook line and the kitchen, between the kitchen and the customers, there's just a little window for the person serving up the food behind the wall. In a little window, like an old-fashioned diner, with a wheel that spins that has the orders on this wheel, hanging on a wheel. And that was the only way you could see back in there, so... If I go to a fast food place, the new tendency is to have it all open so you can see the food being cooked. You know how they're handling your food. A lot of your new restaurants, new McDonald's and Wendy's aren't like that anymore. Nothing against Captain D's, but I did work at a Wendy's. At a Wendy's restaurant for 2 weeks. And it was a corporate restaurant, it wasn't a franchise. The Captain D's I worked at was a franchise, where the people owned their own restaurant. And they complied with the franchise, and but the Wendy's was the strictest about food. They always wore their gloves, rubber gloves in Wendy's. And the cooking, they had strict standards. So this was a good meal. I just forgot. We're a little incompetent. I forgot, my chicken. So it wasn't me. It was my mother that went through the drive-thru or whatever. So that's that. Thank you guys for watching. More videos to come.